Welcome back to RXD Voices, and today we are going to be talking about the possibly impending video game strike. That is now a very real possibility. Before that, if you haven't already, check out my podcast, the Talk Shop Podcast, which can be found on this page. Let's get started. So, what is a strike? It's when workers rally together and refuse to work any further until their demands to the employer are met. Usually demands include, but are not limited to, fair wages, protections of various kinds such as bodily safety, benefits, and the list goes on. Now, video games. Why in the world would anyone strike against video games, or more specifically, the companies that produce them? Which, by the way, the gameplay in the background is The Division 2, new incursion mode. Big shout out to my friends for helping me pass this. It took us 5 hours. Video games are big money these days. We are way past the 8-bit era your mom and pop grew up with. Although they're still fun. The gaming industry now makes more than Hollywood and has less restrictions than your average movie. Hey, I like movies too, but it is what it is. So why strike? Because with the rise of things like AI, companies are now looking to cut their cost, and one way is by implementing AI to replace voice actors, which would result in cheaper labor and less cost for them. The only problem, or one of the only problems, being that AI has been being used to steal things like people's voices. Check my earlier video on that as well. This is one of the main focal points of this video game strike that at the recording of this video has not happened yet, but is still very much a possibility. Other things on the table are disputes of pay, as reports have shown actors getting paid way later than originally agreed upon. So late pay. I mean, would you work for a job that says, hey, we're going to pay you, and then when it comes time to pay, they're like, hey, can you wait a month? It's like, my bills can't wait a month. And this was after the project was over, as well as AI taking people's voices and using them for anything they want. So as you can see, this is a pretty stock subject. Now, the strike hasn't targeted all of video games, but it has targeted specific companies. These are the few studios targeted specifically for if a strike goes through, VAs would cease or not engage in work or promotion of their content as a show of pushback. These studios are Activision. Oh God. Is anyone surprised about this one? I keep saying COD needs to take a damn break from release. Modern Warfare 3 out here looking like COD 2019. Blindlight LLC, Disney Character Voices Inc., Electronic Arts Production Inc., Formosa Interactive LLC, and Zomniac Games. You may know them from their upcoming Spider-Man 2 as well as Ratchet & Clank series. Take-Two Productions Inc., VoiceWorks Productions Inc., and WB Games Inc. You may know their work with The Witcher, Cyberpunk 2077, and its DLCs. If a strike were to happen, union actors would obviously cease work on any of these companies' titles, but also too, non-union people would be encouraged to support in the same way, because what would happen is that these companies, in order to fill some of those gaps, they would try and go non-union and then pull in non-union people, which for the non-union people who participate in it, it'd be considered scabbing, which I could probably put in the next video. So to be on the safe side, people just in general would stop working on video games until the strike was over, as a show of solidarity to get the point across that, hey, we're not cool with AI either taking our jobs or more specifically you using it to erase the ability of humans participating. Let's draw focus to Activision, who decided it would be a great idea to use Warzone and Modern Warfare 2 as testing grounds for their AI chat monitoring system, as if they didn't have enough problems already. Their system, which utilizes AI to listen in on your conversations and detect any toxicity being used in both text and voice. And I'm already seeing reports that it's not just limited to in-game chat, but console party chats like PSN. Actually, let's be honest, COD games and their chats are extremely toxic, so I'm not entirely surprised that they turned to AI out of desperation. Regarding voice actors, these companies are looking to use AI to replace actors. Now, from what I've seen, good luck, because if you think you can get an AI to sound anything like Captain Price, you're about to be seriously disappointed. However, that random enemy that went, "Grenade!" or "I'm reloading!" or "I need vodka!" that's a different story. NPCs could very well be in the crosshairs of AI being used instead of real people. And when you're dealing with a corporation, their bottom line is money and saving money. And then to add to it, using AI voice prints of people for anything, that is a very big no-no, because we have already seen people steal others' voices for malicious purposes. These are some of what makes up this strike, and I'll provide links below to resources on the strike, SAG AFTRA, that you can read over and get informed about what's going on. If you like this video, hit that like, share it with others, and hit that subscribe. If you are looking for more information on how you can combat AI in this space, check out NAVA, as I left a link to them below as well. I'll see you guys around.